In this video, I explain the outcome of the presidential election in the USA on November 5, 2024. On November 5, 2024, the presidential election in the USA took place, in which over 240 million voters were called to cast their ballots. In addition to the presidency, the seats in Congress and numerous regional offices were also up for grabs. Around 80 million people had already voted by postal or early voting. The election was characterized by deep political and ideological differences between the two major parties. On the Republican side, the candidate was former President Donald Trump, who was already in the White House from 2017 to 2021. Kamala Harris, the current vice president under Joe Biden, stood for the Democrats. Trump campaigned on the economy and immigration, while Harris focused particularly on social justice and climate policy. For many, the election represented a choice between two very different visions of the future of the USA. Although the official election results have not yet been fully confirmed, Donald Trump has already declared himself the winner. Fox News and Reuters have awarded Trump the victory due to his clear lead, while other media, such as CNN, are still waiting for final data. According to the latest results, Kamala Harris is 5 million votes behind Trump, making it almost impossible to catch up. Trump's return to the White House, therefore, seems very likely. The international reaction to Trump's election victory was mixed. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu spoke of a historic return and welcomed the revival of close relations between Israel and the USA. Many conservative politicians around the world also expressed their support. In the USA itself, both Republicans and many conservative voters celebrated the victory, while disappointment prevailed among Democrats and liberal forces. Kamala Harris ran as the first female vice president and the Democratic hopeful. However, despite her efforts, she was unable to mobilize enough voters to beat Donald Trump. The hoped-for successes failed to materialize, particularly in the crucial swing states. Harris scored particularly well among women and minorities, while Trump dominated in rural regions and among male voters. In addition to the presidential election, the election of members of Congress also took place. The Republicans won a majority in the Senate, which will make Trump's political agenda much easier in the coming years. In the House of Representatives, on the other hand, the Democrats retained a narrow majority. The redistribution of power in Congress will have a decisive impact on the political climate in the USA. The international stock markets reacted positively to the news of Trump's election victory. In Europe, stock markets rose as investors hoped for tax cuts and deregulation under the new administration. The Japanese Nikkei index also rose significantly. However, experts expect that Trump's economic policy measures could cause the U.S. government deficit to rise further. The 2024 election has once again highlighted the deep social divide in the U.S. While Trump performed particularly well among white male voters and in rural areas, Harris scored particularly well in cities and among women. This clear division between the political camps shows the ongoing challenges for social unity in the country. It remains to be seen how Trump's renewed presidency will affect these tensions. With Trump's election victory almost certain, the question arises as to where the USA will be heading in the next 4 years. Trump's political agenda includes a tougher immigration policy, economic deregulation, and a conservative social policy. He is also expected to take a more nationalistic approach to foreign policy. For many Americans, this means a return to the America First policy, while others fear a further polarization of society.